Time gets all mixed up. Somehow or other, two different eras are coexisting simultaneously. It's 1972 and 2008 at the same time. I meet up with this sexy girl named Lisa, who I briefly went out with in the early 1970s in Riverside during a home-from-college summer. She's only a tiny bit older now. Her figure is filled out in all the right places, but she still seems slim, packed into her hip-hugger jeans. Her frizzy auburn hair falls down in bunches around her graceful but cruel face. She's delighted to see me, which is strange, because back in the day she thought I was too sheltered and naive. We're out here in public at a fair in Simi Valley. We don't care who is around and immediately start making out. I pry myself loose and walk away, conflicted. She's oblivious, and she can take it or leave it. After a few minutes, I look back at her and find her irresistible. When I grab her arm and slowly pull her to me, whispering, "I want to fuck you right now," she laughs and embraces me, our mouths colliding in lust. We end up in a remote motel in an anonymous desert town. My AA birthday, celebrating 12 years of being clean and sober, was only the day before, and she has several packets of junk and clean rigs. Without even thinking, I acquiesce, we indulge, and I throw away all that clean time in the blink of an eye. The next morning, as we leave, I tell her I want to go to a local AA meeting. Surprisingly, she has no objections. Once we're inside the hot, brown, dusty auditorium, we sit on opposite sides of a circle of 20 people staring at each other across the intervening oval of space. The meeting is being led by a gray-haired, bearded, bespectacled professor, and he calls on Lisa to share. She declines, and since it's tag sharing, picks on me next. I confess to the crowd that I've just tossed away my 12 years shooting up the day before. Everyone is glad I've shared this indiscretion and that I've come back to meetings. Abruptly, the professor is standing next to me with a weird, giant syringe that looks like it's part nail gun and part caulking dispenser. "Dr. Lieber, we must remedy this immediately." His German accent startles me as he grabs my left arm and rolls up the sleeve above the elbow. Suddenly, with brutal enthusiasm, he rams the end of the giant, blunt, mutant syringe into the crook of my arm. I yell out, "Stop!" It hurts like a son of a bitch, but he won't let go. "Yow! Let me go already! It hurts like hell! Stop! Stop!" Rusty, red-hot screws begin curling out of the hole in my arm around the blunt needle spout, falling with a clank to the floor. "No, we must continue. It is most necessary, my unfortunate friend."